Thokozani, Sanibana Kamagu. Siyabonga Mkhize here saying beautiful and blessed Friday to you all. I know it's been a while since we've spoken. And thank you very much for being patient with me. Today I want to talk about a very seemingly complicated but important concept. Two concepts. Spiritual healing versus spiritual evolution. Right? All of you will heal. 99% of you on the right track and addressing the traumas of the past, correcting the surname, and answering unanswered callings, cleansing that which needs to be cleansed. 99% of you will heal, right? Of that, even less of you, very few of you, will evolve. And let me explain the difference to the two and why I say that, right? Spiritual healing is the foundation for spiritual evolution. Spiritual healing is a necessity. Spiritual evolution is a choice. You don't have to evolve as a family should you not choose. Now, the difference between spiritual healing and spiritual evolution is spiritual healing is exactly that. When we heal, we correct that of the past. We correct the spiritual outcomes and the decisions taken by ourselves and those that have come before us, right? So typically your healing process is therapeutic, it's calm, it's serene, and it's beautiful, and it's majestic, and it's nice. There's a release when it comes to spiritual healing. Things get better, things become calmer, right? That's healing. But now when we talk about spiritual evolution, on the other hand, evolution means change. It is change which is adapting to a rapidly changing world. Okay? How do we spiritually evolve? To spiritually evolve, it means introspecting, right? With yourself and as a family and saying, yes, for centuries as a families, we used to believe X, right? But now the world does not allow for us to maintain those beliefs. A beautiful example of this, right, is the idea of umakoti and umnyeni, nomdeni, right? For centuries as a family, you have believed that this is the role of umakoti. For centuries as a family, you have believed that umakoti must be black if we're a black family. Umakoti must be Zulu if we're a Zulu family. Umakoti must be Pedi if we're a Pedi family. For centuries, you have believed that a husband must do this, and a son must do this, and a daughter must do this, and a father must do that, right? However, if you look at where the world is going, right, and what your family needs is change, right? Your ancestors do not bring you the opportunities for you to change because you want them, but they want you to change. They bring you those opportunities for you as a family to change because you need to change. So sometimes as a family, following my example, of course, of umakoti and whatnot, we see a woman or we see a husband, right, as someone who is seemingly opposite to what we are as a family. And then you think that's not going to work. We need to find someone that's going to gel in this and work with this. When what you don't see is Abadala have brought you the complete opposite because there is something that is, because they want evolution now, right? So sometimes as a family, you need to look at why are Abadala constantly in a position where they are giving me the complete opposite of what I want. That is because they have moved past the point of healing. We've healed as a family. We now want spiritual evolution. Now, the difficulty with spiritual evolution is that it is a conscious decision to change. Now, why is my fear that many families are not going to evolve? Because spiritual evolution is gruesome. It is painful, it is uncomfortable, and it is not pretty. Right? It is difficult to actually say to yourself as a family, we've been doing this for 30 years and now that needs to change because it's not good for the future of the family. It is hard. But what I'm going to say to you is that look at nature if you want to get your answers. That which refuses to evolve, what happens to it? So if you are a family or if you are a couple and you are in the position where you feel that you have healed, right? And you are now ready for evolution, okay? As Siyabonga Mkhize, I'm going to say to you, let us begin the conversation of evolution, and let us see as a family, perhaps the reason why there was so much unrest in the family isn't because there's a need for healing, but because the family is now at a stage where there's a need for spiritual evolution, right? If your family does not change, right, there is something wrong. Families must change. Families must adapt, right? Because that is how evolution takes place. You cannot keep things as the way they were. I'm not talking about the African spiritual principles and cultural principles. No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is what we think, what we feel, what we believe, and how we treat one another, right? If nothing is coming into your family and nothing is going out of your family, right? There is something catastrophically wrong that needs to be done. If there are, you need to ask yourself, if nothing goes out and nothing comes in, what are they trying to control? What is it that is being maintained or contained here? That, in my instance, is a good it is an amazing opportunity for you as a family to spiritually evolve. Right? I'm not here to scare you to say that your family bloodline is going to die. No, I'm saying it's a great opportunity to evolve. So if you are in a position where you're ready for spiritual evolution as a family, let's book a family session or a couple session or a one-on-one session with myself, Siyabonga Mkhize. Email bookings@umsamo.org.za and let's talk. And let us work through and plan your family's spiritual evolution.